back to my channel. I'm so excited for this video, guys, because it's my 2 years lock anniversary. I installed my Microlocs by myself 2 years ago and I have maintained it the whole time. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be taking you through my journey for the past 24 months. I'll be showing you lots of pictures and I really hope that you guys do enjoy the little story that I'm putting together. My hope is that my journey and my story would inspire you guys not only to make the decision to embark on your lock journey, but to also be brave enough to try to install and maintain your locks by yourself. It's not that difficult. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And I know that there are lots of people like you and me out there on YouTube, out there in the world, who are also DIY maintaining their locks as well. And ultimately, you can also get to save some money. Who doesn't like to have a bit of money in their pocket, right? I'm going to give you a quick 360 of my locks so that you guys can see how well my locks are doing. Here's the front view. Here's the left view. The back view. The right view. Let's see how the ponytail is doing. This is my ponytail game. Not bad, right? Just a few updates with regards to the general well-being of my locks. My locks are doing so well. I don't band and braid anymore, and I do not have any unraveling or loosening. Another issue that I used to experience was I started to experience some lint in my locks. As my locks started to grow, I noticed that my locks were starting to catch on the shoulder material of some of the clothes that I wear. So most times I try to put my locks up to stop that from happening. Or like I mentioned in a different video, I would put like a silk scarf on my shoulders just to prevent that from happening as well. And that has really helped. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and do make sure that you like, you thumbs up, and you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Bye. 2 years ago, I was a loose natural. I had some damages along my edges, which I was really worried about, and I didn't quite know what to do. But then it was round about this time that I discovered Microlocs, and I decided to go DIY. So this was my installation day, round about March. I finished round about beginning of April of 2018, and I was so excited. I had 330 locks. I have since combined some of those locks because some of them were a bit thin, and so far they've been holding up quite nicely. This was my first wash. I was so excited, but then I was still a little bit unsure because it looked so scanty and I couldn't see the hair filling out. A couple of months later, my hair started to fill out. It wasn't looking so thin. I was able to style it, but I wasn't very brave with the styling. Fast forward a couple of months down the line, I could see that there was a bit of volume, but I wasn't doing much in terms of styling. I would just leave the hair. And then round about this time, I started to experience some unraveling at the tips of my locks. This was because I wasn't banding and braiding. I figured out how to fix some of those unraveling locks, and I made a video on YouTube. So make sure you check that video out. I'm going to be linking it below. This worked out quite well for me because I fixed unraveling, and I think I did it twice, but I haven't been having any more problems with unraveling locks since then. This was me at a wedding. I was wearing an African headgear. I was also rocking a little bit of fascinators. Again, a couple of months down the line, I was feeling more confident with my locks. I was rocking it. I went to Switzerland to visit a friend, and you can see I was looking absolutely gorgeous. January 2019 was my birthday month. I styled my locks, I put on some makeup, put a nice dress on, went for dinner. I was feeling absolutely gorgeous. And again, you know, my locks I was starting to feel more comfortable with. I went on a skiing trip for my first year lock anniversary, and that was lots of fun. This was around about a year after. You can see I've got a bit more volume, not so much length, but at least a bit more volume, and I was starting to feel more confident with my locks. About a year and a couple of months later, I was starting to feel confident, was getting volume, the length was starting to show, the hair was starting to swing just a little bit. I was getting lots of compliments from people. Some of my friends were asking if I could install their locks for them. I was starting to do retights for people. September of 2019, I went to Nigeria. I visited a lock studio. They treated my hair nice. Here is me rocking another fascinator in Lagos. Again, my locks were looking absolutely lovely, and at this point I just knew that I had made the right decision. I wasn't going to go back. My hair could only grow from here, and I was starting to experiment with things like barrel braids, and sometimes I would just leave my locks down with the side part. This is my go-to style. Sometimes I would do half braids up with the barrel braids. In January of 2020, my birthday month, I rocked some curls. I think I felt a little bit comfortable with it, but I don't know if I'm going to do it again. I don't think I quite like the curls. Maybe after I get more length, I'll go back to curling my locks. Again, this was me rocking some new pair of glasses I got off Zilol. At this stage, I just love my locks. I was getting so many compliments. Again, this was me rocking some barrel braids. I was starting to experiment because I had some more length at this stage, and you couldn't tell me anything about my locks. I was experimenting with headgears as well. I made some African fabric headgear for myself. I loved it. And this is my 2-year look anniversary photos at the beginning of April 2020. As you can see, the locks are so much longer than what it was when I installed them, and they just look absolutely gorgeous. I love them. This was the best decision ever for me. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Catch you later.